Hey guys, welcome to my video logs for Finding Home, the zombie game I'm grading. This would normally be week 53, because that's how many weeks it's been since I started this project, just over a year now. But I haven't got that many videos out, just because just recently I was pretty sick. And I apologize for that, but it happens to the best of us. I got the COVID shot, and then right after that I thought I was getting better, but it just got worse. But now I'm good, so I hope to get right back into the swing of things. And so I really want to make sure I start off before we forget the free assets of the month. Don't forget to pick up these. This one's worth $314. A modular medieval accessory kit. You can see it. What you can see here. You can get robes, shoulder guards, hands, all this stuff. Character customizer, and this all comes in the pack. So if you need a character customizer, you could probably just take that part. If you need medieval gear because you picked up the RPG template just a couple months ago from the free assets, like I said, it's always good to just pick up these free assets. Again, this is going to go back to regular price after the first Tuesday of the next month. So after the first Tuesday of February, it's going to be back up to $314, or you get it free just by clicking the Get Now button on all these assets. Just free for the month. Pick them all up. I would. Forest is usually $100. Again, if you got the RPG template and you're really feeling them like trying to do like a Witcher 3 kind of game, the dungeon lamps and fireplaces and stuff will go right with that. So, and it's regularly $50, so it's a good time. VFX, so snow, water, all that stuff if you want to pick that up. So it's great. Free assets. I can't stress enough to pick these up while you still can. We're gonna get into what I've been working on lately while I've been sick. Since I've been sick, I haven't really touching the game because I don't want to be because I'm not in the right headspace. I don't want to wreck anything. But I hope to really start next week to get some of the things back in. I'm also waiting because I had stated before that I want to work with Unreal Engine 5, but I really wanted to make sure I got a groove of how Unreal really works, and because I used other engines and stuff before, but really wanted to switch over to Unreal 5 when I first heard it was announced, and I know it was supposed to come out early 2022, so that's maybe a month of February, maybe a month of March, but it should be coming out soon. And then I'm going to upgrade the project and everything to Unreal Engine 5, and with that comes the nanite system, so that hopefully will fix a lot of the optimization problems that people were having, because nanite uses it's another system other than using level of detail for loading in large objects or judging how many triangles and pixels an object should have depending on the distance you are close to it, right? You could also see that in the Matrix demo that they gave. If you do Matrix Unreal Engine 5 in YouTube, you'll definitely see what they did there. It looks really crisp. So what I've been working on while I was sick is the character. The other things that people were reviewing in the reviews, they needed to get kind of polished up. So I'm working on the character, and again, I was working on the Advance Locomotion System, but people were worried when it was taking a bit. There's a lot of integrations to do that because the Advanced Locomotion System has its own camera, but a lot of the other systems I use will have two different cameras, one camera for the first person, one camera for the third person, and they use one camera for everything, and they have a camera manager. Now, that doesn't really work with a lot of the other kits, and to try to migrate it can be kind of difficult at times. And but as you can see, I got climbing, mantling, all the character stuff is working. Let's see. So, step, one leg high, one leg low, turn the other way, one high, low. If you're on uneven grounds and surfaces, your ankles will kind of twist to match the uneven surfaces and stuff like that. So dodge roll. So the animations on the characters look a lot smoother, a lot better. And working on the weapon systems as well right now. So I try to have different type of stances, so I made sure that every kind of stance is in there. And for the rifle, see if I could eject. So what you're seeing right now when I eject is it actually shouldn't hold the position. I'm gonna have to kind of pause the animation there. What you see is there's some people do, so I'm gonna have to eliminate this too. So some people do for the first person, they have the upper body kind of chopped off, and then they use separate hands. For me, I wanted to, as you can see, it's not fully there. I wanted to just use the first person, just the actual one character. Now the problem with that, let's go into first person. If I run around, you can actually see my teeth if I look down and stuff like that. So I have to adjust the camera. And the reason why that is, again, because Advanced Locomotion System uses one camera, they want smooth movement, so you don't get like jitter or blur, I guess. It wants like a kind of a more realistic turn for the head of the character, I guess. So when so where the camera is, it's going into the character's face a bit, depending on if you're like looking down and stuff like that. So that's the stuff I'm trying to fix. If I just close this here for a second, just gonna go into the weapon and break the like here. Just want to show one more thing with the weapon up. I'm just trying to get, I got a couple of different weapons up here that I could show an example. Usually doesn't take this long. I think it's because I'm streaming. Alright, I also don't know if this video would have skipped or paused there while I'm doing loads. Not too sure how hard that is in the system. Alright, so if I go to rifle again here, and I go to aim, eject, you can see that my scope is actually really far forward, but I feel like the rifle is in a pretty good position. But I'm still gonna adjust the hands and stuff like that. Now, if I escape out of this and I go to my other weapons, most of the other weapons I have, the scope is going to be more farther back. And for this weapon, I'm not too sure if I could even put the scope that much more forward without it looking weird, because it will be, as it is kind of now, just floating on, like, I guess I could try to move the rail system forward as well. If I go to my survival game character and I say that I have equipped the weapon example 1, compile and save, and again, hopefully you guys aren't getting cut off here while my computer's doing this load. So it usually doesn't take this long, but alright. And I go to play here and I do the same thing. I go to my rifle and I aim. Now you can see that the character's face is kind of in the way. If I eject, you can see that the camera for the zoom is actually back here, but the scope is actually too far back. I'd have to actually move the scope forward. Like, technically I could kind of move the gun forward, but you can see the gun, like, sorry, the rifle is actually kind of in the right spot for her hands already. All I have to do is adjust the hand IK for this hand again. It's just slightly off. I gotta move it forward. And again, normally the body and the hands are not going to be there. Even in a multiplayer mode, you wouldn't see those. And I'll be taking them out later so they don't slow down the system. But those are the type of things that I'm working on. and I was working on them before, but they were taking quite lengthy to get everything just right, and people were saying that that there was going to be some major scope creep, and that I'd never be able to get the game out. So I just went with the simpler model at the beginning, but I do want to have this kind of nice flush system for the character. Oh, I gotta hook that back up before I forget. But yeah, I do want to kind of have a nice flush system for the character, the way he moves, the way they swim. I want to make it look really good, and so in order to do that, I gotta work with one of the Advanced Locomotion Systems, like, because there's a lot of animation blending and molding, depending, like, because you have all the walking and moving, and but when you're holding different type of weapons, or if you're holding boxes, you got to be able to kind of blend the animations. And so this free pack actually comes with a lot of that already in it, which will save me a ton of time. But it's just it's hard to migrate some of the stuff in it, and I want to make it look good. So while I was sick, this is what I was trying to just work on in the meantime, and then hopefully I can migrate this in, and hopefully I get it done before Unreal Engine 5 is completed. Because once it's completed and I moved to Unreal Engine 5, I'd like to update the character with a lot of the updated systems. I know that was a lot of talking. I did get a lot of, I think I got some of the demo in. Let me know what you guys think of the character so far. And of course, you still have the same character editor for this kind of character, where you got the body, the clothes, the hair. Yeah, dress, the upper body, lower body. Oh. Shoes. But, and there's gonna be the mail as well. But yeah. Sorry that there hasn't been too much change, and sorry that I've been sick and stuff like that. But I definitely did want to get a video out, because I haven't been able to get one for a while. Like I said, hopefully this week I'll be able to work on the game. I think I was working on the menus last, and optimization. Like I said, going into Unreal Engine 5, a lot of the optimization was changed to nanite, so I don't want to get too heavy in that. Maybe I'll just make sure the menus are flush, and any other problems that you guys pick up or see, just please let me know. And again, thank you so much for watching. If you guys have any questions, leave it in the comments below or on the Discord channel. And you guys have a good one. Ciao.